Okay, we're here for a random day 7 of the Shelter Point Wish This Year Good Night. 12 Delights, I guess you could call it an advent calendar or a sampler of 12 or half an advent calendar, whichever, whatever. It's going to be Christmas Eve tonight. Now, I don't really celebrate Christmas, but for those who do, I'll wear a Christmas tie. Cindy bought me this many, many years ago, and it used to play a tune, and I'm glad it doesn't anymore. I don't like Christmas music. I really hate it with a passion because I'm going to tell you a couple anecdotes here. When I was a young lad, I worked in a supermarket, and around the third week of November, they started playing Christmas music. And the Christmas music was a loop of about 45 minutes long. And if you were fortunate enough to survive through the first day, you were sick and tired of Christmas music, and you never wanted to hear any more again. This is why I'm glad that when I press the little button on this Christmas tie, it doesn't play music. It's silent. That's a good thing. Now, why I don't really celebrate Christmas is that when I was growing up, I suffered from seasonal affective disorder, and that's where you get the winter blues. That's where you get depressed in winter. And when you're depressed and people are running around going merry, jolly, ho, 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 you just want to kill them and then die. That's what you feel like anyway. So I was always miserable at Christmas. And this is why I never liked this season with its long, dark nights and short days, short, cloudy days, and just unpleasant weather. It just wasn't for me. So that's why I don't really celebrate Christmas. But for those who do, I'll wear this tie that no longer plays a tune. So much for the preamble, and so much for my Christmas speech. Humbug. Yeah. Here is the remnants of our little calendar. I don't know what I'm grabbing, but I'm grabbing something way in there this time. There's only like 6 to go, and this is one of those 6. There, I have not seen the label, except that it has the stop sign on it. And I'm going to pour this. Wait. No, I'm going to pour this. I haven't had any. I was going to have a gin and tonic because I just got home with my groceries. Or I was going to have some. Cripe, it's tight. Oh, come on. Do I need a vice grip to do this? Yesterday's was relatively loose in comparison. Oh, well, let's just try and get a good grip with a cuff link, with a cuff. I cannot seem to turn this. Whoever tightened this, man. Hold on while I go get something. Right here I have my multi-purpose, all-purpose tool. I always bring this with me when I'm driving cab, because you never know when you got to open a nut or something gets stuck, or you can't turn the key in the door lock because it got stuck. So I just put this on the key and give it some gentle leverage, and it always opens up. I also use this for opening up jars. There's a particular jar of sauerkraut that I like to get, and it's from Germany, and they vacuum lock the lid of this jar, and it's so impossible to open that I ended up buying a special opener with like a handle on it. You turn the handle and it grips it tighter, and then just breaks the seal. Well, that thing broke after about a week because the seal was so tight. So I just applied this to that handle, the top of the jar opener, and I just gentle persuasion, and it opens up. So I should not have too much difficulty opening this with Let's loosen it a little bit so that I can actually have it on there when I'm a little looser maybe. Oh, come on. This is a little too tight. It has to be just right or it'll crush the glass. And I don't want to crush the glass neck. Oh, come on. Have I opened up anything with a vice grip before? No, this is not. Oh, it's still hard to turn. But I got it. Okay, so much for the all-purpose tool, which I will retighten to where I like it for opening up for unlocking the lock on the taxi. There we go. Alright, got my sample, gonna pour it. Is this thing on? Yes, it's going. Yippee. Am I ever glad this gimmick doesn't play a tune? Yep, it's dead, and I'm not replacing the battery. Humbug. Okay. Ah. Smells like it's a Shelter Point whiskey of some sort. It's kind of spicy. The stop sign is brown or orange, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a single malt. I think it's a blended something. I'm curiously getting some rye spice, or it seems to be rye spice. I mentioned spicy. Rye, but like a Canadian rye, like an Alberta premium rye, like a Lot 40 rye. Getting a little bit of dill on it. Quite a bit of dill. Let's see now. Do the anaconda. And, oh, these ones stick to the glass. So I'm guessing as they stick to the glass and they move down relatively slowly, there's still a ridge around here. As they come down the glass slowly, I'm forced to guess the alcohol by volume is about, let's say between 46 and 50. And I'm getting spicy, getting a little bit, yeah, some dill and spice, and a little bit of vanilla. I'm waiting for the menthol. Minty. No, I'm not getting the minty yet. I'm just getting spice and dill. I'm not getting a lot of sweetness as from corn. if there is a corn sweetness, it's not very pronounced. Smells nice. Big whiff of dill there. You know it's not an old whiskey. You know it's young, like Olive Shelter Point. I think their oldest casks in the warehouse are right at or approaching 10 years of age. I don't think this is from any of those. Let's taste it. Okay. Okay. Here I'm getting a sweetness, a spice, and something fruity. What is the fruit? It's almost like, and there's that signature Tootsie Roll chocolate note, and a very intense, spicy, it's like mangoes and oranges mixed together. And then there's a spicy long finish. And the spicy long finish keeps tingling on my tongue, on the tip of my tongue. And it's just hanging in there and hanging in there. And let's have a little bit of water. Okay, try this again. Okay, after that sip, the nose is not as intense as it was. This, I'm pretty sure, is a Shelter Point that I have not tried before. Okay. Intense fruitiness, followed rapidly, in rapid succession, by that Tootsie Roll chocolate. And then the spiciness tingling my tongue and on the tip of my tongue. And coating the inside of the mouth is a fruity, I can't really pinpoint it. It's like a mango orange kind of note. Yeah, it's tropical, and then it has that tropical Tootsie Roll, and then spicy long finish. See what a little bit of water does to it. I'm not going to put too much in, just a couple of drops, and see what that does to it. Less spice on the nose than there was. It's about as fruity as it was. Oh, now when I take a big pull, then the spices come in. Spice and dill. I'm sure there's rye in this. If not, well, it was like the gin or the new make. I was pretty sure about the new make, and I was pretty sure about the gin. After going back for a moment, thinking it could be new make, but no. After tasting it, for sure it was gin, because there was that window of juniper berry taste in between the other flavors that were in there. It was just a little window. It was like peekaboo, and it shut down. And that's like halfway through the palate. I'm gonna have to get me a full bottle of that Shelter Point gin, because I like that one a lot. And there are precious few gins that I can drink straight up like that. There was one other one that I had last year. What was it called? Um, oh, I'd have to look. I'd have to look through my archives. It was it was a gin from, was it Scotland or was it from England? It was for English or Scottish gin, and it was Forsyth. No, that's the name of the still. Um, I forget. I really forget. Well, if you bear with me, I can find out. Just fire up the Google Chrome, and hopefully that doesn't interfere with the shooting of this video. This is a pleasant sipping dram with the fruit, the Tootsie Roll chocolate, and the spice. With the addition of water, there's more Tootsie Roll chocolate, and there's a little. Find out what was the name of that gin. At least I know I have it somewhere. It's gonna be in my YouTube studio. It's going channel content. It's bringing up the channel content. Come on, you can do it. A little more. There. Okay, there's my picture. Now bring up the videos. Nice. Thank you. Gin on my channel. Hendrix. That's it. You can understand why I called it Forsyths, right? There's Hendrix. Monkey 47 Schwarzwald dry gin. And that was in July. There was one the September before that. Two the September before that. One in August. And one in... Oh, that's it for gin. I've only got... Oh no, there's 11 of them. There's a whole bunch of gins. Anyway, the one I was looking for was Hendrix. So let's get back to our iMovie and taste it one more time. I'm enjoying this. I know I'm all over the place with this. Be curious to find out. I'm pretty sure that it's not. Get the last drops in the glass. I'm pretty sure that it's not the single malt. The single malt would have less spice to it. It says, whoa, really? Huh. I would never have guessed this. It's Montfort District 151. Now, I've never had the 151 before, but I still have a full bottle that I haven't opened yet. I would not have... Really? I was pretty sure with that spicy note there was some rye in it. Grown at latitude and longitude, no chill filtration, no added color. Here it says, distinctively different than the Lot 141. Yeah, absolutely. Montfort Lot 151 is a proud product of two distillery home of our distillery home. Okay. Now, what else does it say about it? Grown at latitude and longitude, Montfort 151. This is good stuff. But I thought it was, because it's so spicy, I thought there was rye in it. So could the spice be coming from the wood? Were they using ex-rye barrels on this? Huh. Interesting. Because I'd convinced myself that I was even tasting some dill. Yeah. Yeah, and there's that Tootsie Roll chocolate note again. And if it would have tasted more like Montfort 141, I would have guessed it was Montfort 151 or 141. But it's very, very different. I thought this was a multigrain or something just because of the amount of spice involved. Oh, it's a lovely, lovely whiskey, this Montfort 151. I'm going to enjoy opening the full bottle and giving it a more deep review or more detail, because this is just a small sample and I would like to maybe see how it ages. Would the spice diminish with time? Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. And it's I was right about the alcohol by volume. It's 46%. I said between 46 and 50. It seems a little hot when you're used to starting at 40, but at 46 it's not too bad to start with. Although maybe my experience would have been better had I started with something weaker. But it's delicious whiskey. Oh, and the mouthfeel, you have that alkaline, slippery mouthfeel combined with that heavy, spicy finish. Wow, this is right up my alley. This is the kind of stuff I like. It's terroir, it's grain to glass, it's grown at, I just have to get this down exactly, grown at latitude 49.09076 something, and longitude minus 125.126 something something something. Or is it minutes and seconds? Oh, it's a bunch of seconds. Okay, well that's really, how can they pinpoint it that close? I mean, what was this thing grown in the size of a bush? I mean, don't you need a whole field of barley to make a barrel of whiskey? I really don't know how much it requires. I'll have to look into that someday. Or maybe I'll just ask someone at Shelter Point, what area of barley, when you're growing barley, what is the surface area of the ground required when you're planting barley? What is the surface area required to make one barrel of whiskey? Maybe somebody knows and can tell me in the comments. This is great stuff. I'm very impressed. Let's see what the cheers box says. Gunfight! Gunfight!
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.